Good morning to all. Greetings. Some tips uh, for the aspirants, students, those who are writing their service examination like TNPSC, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. Yes, as far I have known, just I could tell some tips to you because I have visited some private institutions as a visiting professor to give the tips how to write their examinations. Group 1, especially Group 2 on the TRB, then RBI, the bank recruitment examination. That's very important. Everyone is important. We can't say this is important, that is not important. Even Group 4 also difficult. Even Group 1 also difficult. Even if you write your IAS examination, it's often difficult. But which one is difficult, which one is easy, and we can't distinguish that. All are the same. Everyone is the same. Service examination in India. But what, in my point of view, the way of asking question is very accurate, very extreme, very intelligent, intellectual. They are not, preparing to ask the questions from anyone else. They don't consign this in any, off-boiled persons to prepare questions. But when we see the questions, we could come to understand how those are. Except a few. Someone is maybe there's a buggling of buggling of means maybe it's fouling them. But here, most probably, we can take examination questions are very good. But here the tips how to write, how to appear your examination well, neatly, right? Yes. But many students are thinking themselves, unless they are trained by any institutions, they can't pass in the examination. Like that, mistakenly they are thinking. But I would like to tell you, I have listed so many students who have passed in the TNPSC, group examinations without attending even a class. So it's not compulsory one, compulsory. If you don't be prepared, if you don't attend any institutions for preparing this, you could not pass. Who told you? This depending upon you. You could prepare yourself by your home, by studying a lot of books. Likely the questions that have been taken are being taken from secondary board studies, especially plus 1, plus 2, sometimes 10th. One surprising matter I would like to tell you, you go through some 9th and 10th history book, but you will come to know more aspects and items, but what you have missed to learn then days, when you were studying 8th, 9th, 10th. Now you would come to understand many more. Those would be benefitable, it's useful for you, for your writing these types of examinations. Another one, if a group 1 or another one, bank examination is there, all are in English. This is a big matter, what I am going to say. Please pay your attention. Many students aren't able to answer because they do not understand what the question is asked. If those people know the questions, comprehensively, so what it is asked, they could have answered. So many students, wouldn't appear, wouldn't attend some questions because do not know what the question is. But where is the error? Maybe in English. Because questions are in English, That's what I am boosting those students, you must be good in English. You must be good in English. When you read the questions at least 1 or 2 or 3 times, you have to read all the questions. Only then you will come to know. Many students, although they know the answer for those questions, they miss to answer. They fail to answer. because they do not understand what the question is. So first of all, you must read all questions. If you attend the first question, you only don't attend only in the one question. If you are unable to attend, so go to second, third, fourth. It's an objective type, You need not summarize anymore at all. You are going to tick in the box. Nowadays, an OMR sheet, or if it is written manual writing, otherwise, if it is systemized examination, you are going to tick in the box. That online exam, computerized exam, digital examination, digital paper. Read the question. If you are unable to follow this, go to next. Unable to follow, go to the next. So that you don't be going up to last question. That's not way, that. But you come to understand that when you read one time, second time, try to answer. If you have any doubt, just leave it. But you may lose your marks in minus. But if there is some examinations do not, it's not a patronization, minus mark. If it is patronizing, minus marks, avoid answering wrongly that. But don't answer it. Lately, you may answer this, not answer all questions. So answer all known questions first. Known questions means very clearly you know the answer for this question. But try to bravely answer that. Then you go to second, then go to not one third, known questions, numbering. Later you come to the missed questions, but try to answer. If you read again and again, you will come to understand that. How to prepare, that is very important, firstly, I told you that it's not a matter you must go to the center to learn it. So that I don't say that you should not go to center. That's up to you. If you wish, you go to plenty of centers are there. Across the countries, so many institutions are there. Private centers are there, so to train you. They are doing something. They are training you, truly. But what my point, only by going such centers, you could answer the questions. If you say yes, no, I oppose that. But many students have passed the examination without fetching. That's what once again I would like to tell you. I don't recommend you not to go to center. That's your wish. But it's not compulsion. But I haven't gone to center. I'm in a private institutions to study and to prepare. That's why I fail. If you say that's wrong. Even if you had gone there, you would have passed. Would you have passed if you had gone there? Now, how many students are there? So although they had been trained by those centers, when haven't got a marks. At the same time, someone have got a marks. They haven't touched it even a bit about centers. So going center is in a compulsory, not mandatory. That's a compulsory one to you. No, I shouldn't say mandatory. So government don't ask you just whether you have attended, whether you have been trained by any institution. Luckily, they don't ask any questions in the OMR sheet. First, before you start your answer, they wouldn't ask that. So without going into that, many examinations for IAS also, you need not go to center. Even chartered accountant, you need not go to centers. So if you are intelligent, you could write. But you have to be trained by anyone else, maybe guide, as you do your PhD, that like that. You have to be trained by someone in any private. If you want to pass the chartered accountant exam, even intermediates and preliminary, that's a sort of fun. This is a time to say about that also includes service examination. IAS, IPS also same that. So what I would like to tell you is study well in all. Be good in all subjects. I said physics, it's not mine. No, it's chemistry, it's not mine. It's biology, I haven't touched it. So I do not know anything about biology. Don't say like that. Negatively I'm saying some statements. Don't say those answers. You must be very good in all subjects. At least turn over the pages. If there is any book, biology 6th standard, you just study. You could get some points, to answer for your service examination. Why shouldn't we meet in another video? Okay, shall we meet another video? So thank you very much. Thank you.